Let's see what you all thought on the super chats. But remember, get in all of your super chats because we will answer every single one of them before the end of the show. We've got a great run of super chats based on what Ali could be called now he's in Retribution. Wilson Simons, welcome Retribution's new member, Light Bright.
I think our own Retribution, create your own Retribution name. His name was Ace Wipe, I believe, by our own reckoning.
Nate S. Is Ali still Ali, or is he going by Ruckus now?
Ruckus is a great wrestling name.
I love that.
That's a great member of like a group faction, like your big heavy guy at the back. Or a big Ruckus.
A Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles henchman.
Yeah, and he's played by Brodus Clay in the live action movie.
Charles Berg says Retribution names Part 4: Blaster, Jactus Cack, Battletoad, Heartache, Tony the Tiger, Flame Broiled, Java Chip, and of course, Spunk. That could be his taunt.
Charles, you're never going to top Spunk like that.
Chris Connor, Ali to parody mob boss Brody Lee next week. Disappearing in the meta asshole.
Just one more super chat before we get out of it, because this one's just come in that said, you guys also thought that Brody Lee being the leader of the Dark Order was a bad idea. Now it's one of the best things in AEW. Give Ali time. I seem to remember liking that from the get-go because I really liked Brody Lee. We did say that it sort of made no sense because he was a different character to what the Dark Order were doing. But like the Dark Order is a good example, I will say this, a good example of a bad idea that became very, very good by its fourth attempt of being good. You know, its fourth attempt, its fourth reboot.
But I think if you go back and watch, we always said, but let's let it play out because AEW consistently take fan reaction on board. They tweak, they make stuff work. And when you've done that time and time again, I was down on the Inner Circle when they first debuted on that first episode of Dynamite. But Dynamite and AEW have built up credibility and trust within their audience. WWE has done the complete opposite by completely undermining their own credibility. And that is why when Ali gets revealed as the leader of Retribution, I'm not there like, WWE have definitely got great plans for this. Or if they don't, they'll take our feedback on board. I'm here going, well, this will be a mid-card thing that fizzles out in a couple of months. Because it's nicer for me to think that way for my own well-being than think, yes, I'm excited about this. I can't wait to see this happen in the best possible version of what it can be. Because unfortunately, I cannot remember the last time that has actually played out in this company. No, thank you. The courtesy of New Japan text in the top left of an AEW broadcast. The New Japan logo partially obscured in a New Japan broadcast. Horseshoe Tanahashi, the ace of New Japan, delivering a video message to Chris Jericho on an AEW broadcast. It can only mean one thing. AEW, New Japan to AEW confirmed. Of course, tongue-in-cheek, but hey, maybe that forbidden door, it's cracked open a nudge. The current president of New Japan, who will be stepping down, he's announced that he's stepping down next month in November, and the week after he announces his resignation, it would be too much to say New Japan were all over this show, but it's like if WWE just suddenly started saying, here's loads of Impact Wrestling clips. We're all going to go, okay, well, where's the dialogue there going?
I think to say that we are being serious with the title that we have presented would certainly be misreading it because, we've literally written New Japan to AEW confirmed. It's quite clearly, it's a very tongue-in-cheek title. We're being very, very silly, being silly. But now he is gone. That forbidden door could creak open. And because it wasn't just Horseshoe Tanahashi appearing on the show. That is a joke that's going to go over the heads of many people if they don't watch Quizzlemania or have seen the clips.
Excuse me,
I
when
missed
you
the
put
other one.
Horseshoe Tanahashi up there,
Get it though?
I took the risk.
And I'm just running with it as well. So yeah, search for it on Wrestle2. Right, well, let's dive into your Patreon mailbag questions. If you want to submit a question to the mailbag to me and Denise, all you got to do is become one of our awesome pledge hammers on Patreon at any dollar a month. Leave a comment in the community tab labeled mailbag. Do not email me. I will just lose it. Bad at my job. Andrew Donnelly, new pledge hammer here. Loving the podcast so far. Thank you very much, Andrew. Is there any British slang you don't understand?
Well, I don't really know any British slang. Like, what is British slang? Like, what are some slang words?
I tell you what's been funny. Like, I didn't think about this when I first started doing the WrestleTalk podcast, a few years back. The majority of our audience is American, but I still there are a few British things I will say. Like, I will describe something as pants. Like, do you know what? That match was a bit pants. And a lot of people really didn't understand what I meant because I forget to you Americans, pants is trousers. Yeah, so pants is underwear. So like, if I've got my underwear on, I've got a pair of pants on.
But when you say like, oh, that was pants, does that mean that sucked?
Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, like it was basically, it was rubbish. So you just pants.
Okay. That's so weird.
It's a very 90s bit of slang.
I can't say that like, oh, that was pants. I'm going to try that next time I don't like something. It was pants.
Do you know what? I know for a fact that SRS doesn't watch this show. Do that on the Raw review on next Monday. When you do the Raw review, just drop it in there, just casually. If there's something you don't like, just go like, that was pants.
It was pants. I'm going to practice it. I'm going to write it down and I'm going to do it so convincingly. Oh, it was pants. Oh my god, that's gonna be I need to learn more British slang, honestly, because all I really know, rubbish is not really slang. Is that considered like a slang word?
I don't think it's a slang word. No, things are rubbish. It's rubbish. That.
Yeah, because it's just rubbish. Okay, but we don't say that here though. But sometimes I've heard people say it a few times here, but more like in a mockingly, jokingly sort of way, not in like a very serious like, oh, that was rubbish.
That's because to you Americans, it's trash.
Yeah, or garbage, or
Denise Salcedo.
Allowed to say that on here?
Oh, I've got to go censor that now. I've got to do editing work on this now.
Oh, snap. I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
I thought I was past all of that when Adam stopped doing this show. But nope, Denise Salcedo and her potty mouth.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Denise.
Oh, now I just cost you extra work. All right, stop talking.
Jesse Long. Oh, another fun British slang word that you can use. So there's a TV show in sort of late 80s into the 90s called Red Dwarf. And because TV shows you can't really swear on TV shows and sitcoms and stuff, so they would just invent words to be their version of swearing. So in Red Dwarf, you'd be a smeghead.
smeg, smeg.
Like you would be so smeg was basically their swear word they would use. So smeg off, you're a smeghead. Don't give a smeg what you think. So
Mag.
smeg. So SMEG, smeg.
Smeg.
Mm-hmm.
Smeg. So it kind of replaces the F word, smeg.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, calling someone a smeghead.
Get the smeg out. Is that proper?
Yeah, I think more like so. You could call Sean a smeghead, and I think that would be.
All right, Meghead, pants. All right, I'm gonna try to remember all of this. I'm gonna use whatever I learn here and to take it and just do good.
Do a smegging great job.